Cecily. Today we are in a different setting today, actually in my car. If some of you guys didn't know, I'm a Lyft driver as well as a YouTuber, so I just finally had time to make a video. Sorry I didn't make a video last week, guys. I've been a little busy, but this week's video I do want to focus on the actual cost of a chinchilla. I've gotten a few questions from you guys, or a few just like kind of comments from you guys that say you guys are gonna own a chinchilla soon, you're first time owner, and you guys usually have a lot of questions for me as price wise goes and just like the experience goes. So I want to let you guys know, like, price for price, what you're gonna have to pay for your chinchilla. Okay, so first of all, the chinchilla itself. When I got Hordor, I went to PetSmart. You can always get like your local breeders and everything, but you're gonna find that they're a little more expensive, or they're cheap but just there's none in your area. And I didn't really want to travel, so I went to PetSmart and I got Hordor, which was $150. So that was kind of a standard fee. With tax it was like $160, but if you're looking to buy a chinchilla from a pet store, you're gonna be looking at about $150. With breeders, it's gonna be a little higher. Sometimes it's up to $200, maybe it's a little less, a lot less sometimes, but when you do get them from a breeder, they are trained, I mean not trained, but they are raised to like snuggle, and they are raised to like not be skittish, unlike Hordor, that if I come up to him, he want nothing to do with me and he'll run away from me as soon as he gets the chance. But yeah, so far you're paying $150. That's just the chinchilla. If that's already steep for you, but you do want a small pet, I would recommend a guinea pig. You're looking at about $29, or even a hamster at like $8. The reason why they're so expensive is because their lifeline is really long. Compared to like a hamster that could last you at 2 years at the most, a chinchilla can last up to 15 to 20 years, which is a big commitment if you guys are only expecting like a little animal to have around the house. They're also a huge responsibility. And with responsibility and chinchillas comes a lot of maintenance. Like, for starters, you're gonna need a cage. One of the highest, like, well-recommended cages is Critter Nation, and those cages range from about $250 to $300. I didn't have that at the time, so I actually got, as you guys saw in my past video, Paw Hut, and that cage was, I think it was like $90 to $100. It was one of the cheapest cages I can find that was at a big tier level, so he can hop up and down. That's another thing you guys want to look at when you get a cage, is to make sure that you get one that's long ways, like that way they can jump up and down, and not really like just horizontal, just for the reason that they won't have any room to jump, and that's kind of like where they get all their exercises. And for a better and healthier lifespan, you're gonna want them to have all their time they can to jump up and down. The other thing with that is every cage is different, and not every cage is made for a chinchilla. Some cages come with plastic, like ledgings and stuff. I know I had plastic for a while, but I did cover it with fleece. But what you're gonna wanna do is actually take those off and get your own wooden ledges, whether you make them or buy them. When you buy them, they range from like $15 to $50 for a big bundle, or anything like that. I made mine at Lowe's, and I spent $13, which was a pretty good price. That was including the wood and the hardware I needed for it. Although that was like a little work on my part, you can always like go on Etsy and find other great sellers. Pandemonium's a really great seller. That's where I got 2 of my ledges when I bought the big bundle. And yeah, so that's already $150, let's say, plus the $100 it was for the cage, so that's $250. And ledges, let's just say $20. So it's $270 you're at right now. That's not including food, which is a weekly cost. Well, not weekly if you buy a big bundle, but it is an ongoing cost. So you're gonna wanna get Timothy hay and also chinchilla like diet pellets. You don't wanna get like rabbit food or anything like that, because it's not like a standard diet for a chinchilla. So you really just wanna stick to the chinchilla's actual diet, like pills. I mean, not pills, but pellets. So you can get that at a farmer's market like I did, but let's just say you got it from like PetSmart or some kind of commercial store and you got a big quantity. So that's another $50, or if you got a smaller quantity, it's $20. So let's just say it's $20. Your Timothy hay is gonna be $10, unless you get it from a farmer's market, but most people would just get it at their local pet store. So that's $30 in just food. That's an ongoing cost that's gonna have to keep happening. And if you guys didn't know, chinchillas can't take baths. I've mentioned that in previous videos, but if you're watching newly, just know that they can't take a bath. So you're gonna have to buy a dust bath, which for me, I believe it was like $15. You can get it like probably better prices anywhere else, but it was $15. And you have to buy the dust. I believe that was also $15. So that's $30. The dust bath will be good for a while. Like it'll obviously work as long as you get a size big enough for your chin. And as for the dust, it can last you like a few months. Like I've got mine in like a few days before Valentine's Day, and it's like mid-May, so it's been a couple of months, so that's good. And I'm almost out, so like I'm gonna have to get some soon. But yeah, so you're gonna need that too. And other than that, if you want to get bedding, make sure you get a wood safe bedding if you want actual bedding. But I recommend fleece if you want like something. I do have fleece on my bottom layer, and then I have all the wooden ledges, and I'll just sweep it onto the fleece and everything. But my fleece, I got from Walmart, and I made it my own, and I just kind of clipped it to the cage. It was like, I think for a yard, it's like $10 or probably less. I know you could get a yard for like $5, depending on your pattern if you're not being picky. But as you can see, these prices are starting to add up. So if you're already in the $300 range, if you do not have $300 on you and you want to buy a chinchilla, I recommend not getting one. Because it's not just the fact that you have to buy all those things. During the summer, they cannot get too hot. If they get up to 72 degrees, they can get heat strokes and they can start like hyperventilating, and they could actually die from like just a heat stroke. So you're gonna always have to need an AC running. You can't use a fan, because a fan, although they cool us down, they don't cool chinchillas down. It's just, they have way too much fur, and their fur is way too dense that it's just, the sweat's not gonna get absorbed by the fan. And because of that reason, like that's why they take dust baths, and that's why, because they're not supposed to get wet, and they're not supposed to like be in hot temperatures. They're desert animals. They're like cold desert animals. They're not supposed to like be in blazing hot heat. And here in Modesto, California, we get up to 107 heat. So I'm making sure that I'm putting tile in his cage. If you guys don't have tile, another alternative is a plate, but make sure it's not plastic. I do put at first I put a plate like in the freezer, and then for a few minutes, and then I would give it to him and he would just climb on it. Tile you could get for like $5 on Amazon. You're gonna need that to keep him cold during the summer, or her. Another thing you're gonna need is a bowl and a water bottle, like for them. If you're lucky like me, those things actually came with my cage, but I did upgrade them through time. So for one that attaches to your cage, that I do recommend, because at one point they will just start throwing it and everything. That's about $15. And then for their bottle, that's probably another $10, maybe less. You can get some really good ones at Ross for like $5. If you're looking for them, you will find them. But yeah, those are all really big expenses. And if you guys didn't know, since chinchillas are exotic animals, you're gonna want to take them to the vet every so often. So taking them to the vet is ongoing charges. I know I haven't taken my little guy to the vet yet. I know I'm a horrible mom, but I just found out that there is a veterinary clinic by my house that takes chinchillas. But for a checkup for a rabbit, it was $89 for my friend that told me. So I'm not sure if that's like a standard fee for every pet, but I would have to find out, and I will let you guys know if I do take him to the vet, and I will give you an experience for that. But yeah, guys, I do want to give the point that chinchillas are great animals. You will love them if you get them, but just know it is a big expense to actually buy one. It's a lot different than getting a hamster where you get a $30 little play thing and an $8 hamster and you're done. No, chinchillas do need a lot of things, and not to mention they also need a wheel, and a wheel that accommodates them. For mine, if I were to buy the wheel by itself for the one I have, for a silent wheel that's big enough for their size, because you don't want to get one too small for them, it was $40 if I bought it by itself. I think $50 altogether. It would have been $50. It was $49.99. That's kind of expensive, guys, and I'm not doing this to scare anyone not to get a chinchilla. I'm saying this because I know when I started, I wanted to know prices, because my husband would ask me, okay, if we're gonna get a chinchilla, how much is it gonna cost? Well, these are the prices, and I hope this is helpful to a lot of you guys, because I know, like, not everyone has like a lot of money, but some people do want like a love of a chinchilla, and I love my little guy, and I would do anything for him. I think I probably spend way too much on him, but for the basic needs of a chinchilla, I hope I helped you guys out in this video, and I hope I helped you like learn a little bit. Sorry this video was a little long, I just had a lot to cover, but it is my birthday today, guys, so I kind of making this like very happy and informative, and I'm sorry I didn't post last week, but I wanted to make a video that I wanted to be proud of, and I wanted to let you guys know all of these things because they're questions I had, and I'm pretty sure there's questions everyone has. So as I say that, I do want to say I'm going to be doing a Q&A video very soon. So if you guys want to have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments or put them on any of my social medias, and I will answer them on my next video and give you guys a shout out. I am happy whenever you guys leave me comments. I love to reply to your comments, and I hope to be a little more interactive with you guys. So yeah, leave me any questions, whether it's about me, whether it's about Hordor, whether it's about chinchillas in general. I'll be proud to answer any of those for you guys to the best of my knowledge. If I see that you guys asked a little more like harder chinchilla question, I'll get help about it, and I'll let you guys know where to go for your resources and everything. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you want to hang out with me in between uploads, all my social media outlets will be posted down below. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post videos every Friday. I know it's been every other Friday for the most part, but I'm going to start doing it more and more, guys. I'm sorry about that, but if you're looking forward to that, go ahead and put that notification symbol so you can get notified anytime I post a video. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys like this video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.